Alright, we are back, and some of you may notice that the stream name is the same today as it was yesterday, and that is intended because, well, technically I didn't do what I planned to do yesterday, and I didn't get the sulfuric acid stuff set up, so I decided we're going to leave the stream name the same, and we're going to actually try to get it done today. But before we do that, as soon as I'm sure Greg is here and paying attention, focus, fucker. I got some questions for him about some GT6 only stuff, and well, one GT6 only thing and one other thing. I do want to show you guys what I did yesterday after the stream. So, cables are in, everything's wired up. I'm making sulfuric acid now automatically. Attention already paid. Now you're gonna deliver. Alright, so I got that done, and I got something else I gotta show you in a minute. But now that he's here, okay, first question is this intended to be changed this way, Greg? To where now it says tool head raw arrow rather than arrowhead. This one says tool head raw shovel. The gear, instead of saying gear or small gear, says gear GT or gear GT small. I think the rod mold says sticks or something like that. Yeah, stick long. Those changed, I think, about a week ago, and just hadn't really thought about it, but Net wanted me to bring it up to you, so he thought it was a localization issue, and Greg says that's already fixed. Okay. The other question is, in GT6 only, we don't have a way of getting ambrosia, so we can't make medicine. At least as far as Net has figured it, and I will show you why. The only way to get ambrosia is from having royal jelly, which none of your bees give. You don't have your own royal jelly item, so we can't get the royal jelly to get ambrosia. Honeydew, I think we can get from your bees. Not positive,
Magic
though.
combs will centrifuge to ambrosia liquid.
Yeah. I'll get to that part in a minute. But if he added a royal jelly item and gave it to like a high tier bee, like what forestry has it come from, is there a honeydew that you could mix with it to actually do this? Because it's not looking like there is that either. Yes, one of the bees gives ambrosia directly. Problem is, it's a magic bee. And if you're not playing with Thaumcraft, you can't get the magic bee. Because you have to have a thaumic flower. And unless there's a flower you consider to be magic, there is no regular flower that we could do it. And I do believe they spawn in a magic biome. And without Thaumcraft, there's no magic biomes. Without, Thaumcraft or, what the hell's, Biomes of Plenty. Biomes of Plenty has a magic forest. there's no, there's no way of us ever getting a magic bee to get the ambrosia that way either. Now watch, he's gonna make the only magic biome in vanilla be a mushroom biome. Just so you can go out and
fine, I can find one of those.
just you gotta go out and try to find one of them, and you know how little chance you're gonna have of getting one as small as those islands are?
Hey, if I'm not vanilla, I can use a mapping program to find it.
Yeah, cheating, but
Yep, Cheaty McGee to the rescue.
that's right. Alright, so now that Greg knows about that, and he just had a big oh moment, so. The other thing I did yesterday, after the stream was over.
I got one other question, and Greg can answer that one.
Okay.
Do progress meters work on the bumbleberries?
Does a progress meter work on a bumbleberry? Yeah, Greg gets to answer that. I could test it. Do I have enough aluminum to test it? Because I think I got a bumbleberry over yonder.
Yeah, since there's no bee suit yet, hint, hint, I have no way of standing there and waiting for the bee to process through.
Well, you do. They just hurt a little bit.
It's gonna kill me.
Well, they just do a little damage.
They do more than a little.
Oh, you've tiered yours up, so yeah, they do a little more than a little. Mine just do a little. I think I get like harder damage or something.
Well, I didn't tier mine up. They've been in there forever. They are now cultivated again. They have been running for about, what, a month straight?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go look and see if I have a bumbleberry over here. I think I do. I think we made one a long time ago. I do know Greg said that it's not meant to be automated. So I'm guessing that no covers would work on it, because then you'd be able to put on a
Well, because I have no way of knowing how
conveyor.
long the lifespan is or when it's going to, when I can get in there and breed them and pull them out for breeding.
Yeah, I got one.
I can't stand there and wait because my bees would kill me if I just stood there and waited for them to be in between breeding cycles.
Let me see if I have any aluminum. I can make a cover, and if I do, I'll test it. If Greg doesn't give us an answer, and then I'll never get sulfuric acid shit done I was wanting to do today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, nice. Okay, the other thing I did yesterday, I made another tank. I made it stainless steel, even though I didn't have to, because I have more stainless steel at this point. Then I do zinc to galvanize it, and so now I have a tank for oxygen, so I can do all my work with making oxygen and run the roaster all at one time instead of doing it whenever this electrolyzer gets full. Apparently Greg didn't hear your question about the bumbleberry. Can a progress sensor work on a bumbleberry? That's what I wanted. That's what Net needed tested, because he doesn't have a way of telling how long the life cycle is, because there's no bee suit yet, and if he stood near the apiary, they'd kill him if he, stood there and waited for it to go through one life cycle to time it. So that's what I'm needing to test, is if it'll work. Alright, so I did that because I now have this electrolyzer that's putting out oxygen, and I have this one. Alright, I'll test it, Greg. This electrolyzer will put out oxygen for me, but it's putting out oxygen from something that is absolutely awesome. And that is, I can now electrolyze hematite. So hematite finally has a use. So my 1,000 hematite dust I have sitting around, because I will not waste my time playing with calcite all the time. That just annoys the shit out of me. I only use magnetite, but now I can put hematite in my smelter over here. I got it piped over to the back of the electrolyzer, and you'll see that when it hits 2.5 here, it'll automatically turn on, which it just did, and it will electrolyze it, and I will get an iron dust and oxygen out of it. The iron is going in here, which you can't see because I got a canning machine above it. I had to fill my lighter yesterday. So I used my 3 automatic covers on these 3 machines. So whenever I use sulfuric acid, it'll automatically make it, and the electrolyzer will turn on as long as I have hematite in it. I need to automate this to turn off, which is very simple. I just need to put a cover on it that reads if it's working, and then send the redstone out to a piston. Now, if I change this over to gas, I could actually just put the automated cover right on the smelter, and it would automatically turn it off. But due to the fact that I haven't done that yet, can't do it that way. But that is an absolutely awesome thing to do. I also ran myself completely out of oil yesterday, so I have no oil whatsoever. I'm seriously thinking I might need to do the regenerating of my terrain on this server again, because there's no oil that I know of within the area that I've been searching. If you look at the map, there's no Buildcraft oil spouts that I can see. I don't think I have any marked in my waypoints. Because if I'd have found one, I'd have marked one. I don't see any oil in there. There's coal. That's not oil.
Greg needs a way to do the coal gasification.
Oh, there is an oil, but it's 2,000 meters away. Holy crap. So I do have oil. I just gotta figure out where 2,000 meters away it is. That's where Junior was. Home is. I'm gonna have to go out and see if I can find it. So I'm gonna have to find a way to transport that oil over here. I agree. I was thinking about that this morning, that it would be awesome if Greg made a way of gasifying coal, and we could use that as a way to do gases instead of having to do solid burning boxes for it. And now that I decided to light this up, you guys will notice, if you look at the changelog, that my stockpiling ash over there is going to be completely useless as of tomorrow when we get an update. Because Greg is removing the ash centrifuging to carbon recipe. So after we update tomorrow, I'm just going to have this barrel fill, and when it fills, the excess will go to a trash can, because I'm not really going to have a use for that much gray dye or that much fertilizer that I'm going to need more than is it 10,000 this thing holds? I do believe. Yeah, 10,000 ash at a time. I might even change it over to a cheap barrel. Alright, so let this get done with that operation. Turn it off. Let this run. And get me up some more iron and oxygen. Hopefully these will kick on in time, because I am running a bit low on power up here. I did also make a new MB battery yesterday. I made one lead acid battery for my MB electrolyzer. That way, because I already recycled the other one. So let's see if I can make a progress sensor. Ooh, you're lucky. I got one aluminum.
Oh, I suppose if you didn't, I could always test that tonight.
Let's see. Do I have any alumina left? I got enough I can run one more batch. I need to get my butt busy getting some aluminum. That's going to be my weekend job, is getting my butt some more aluminum. Oh, hey, actually put the thing into this. It doesn't work without a shape. And let me guess, I'm now out of sticks again. Not that that's an issue, because, well, I know where to get a whole lot of sticks. I do happen to know a place that makes sticks quite abundantly. Not crazy. Shoot, so just got to work. Alright, so aluminum plate. And you know I forgot to go play with my fire extinguisher yesterday. So, we're going to do that today too. So I may not get to the sulfuric acid shit again. Who knows? I want to. I need to. That goes there. Screwdriver goes to the top one. Oh, damn it. I hate this recipe. I really, really hate this recipe. Okay, there we go. So there's the cover. And progress sensor can use a tier 2 circuit, so you're lucky there. I have one of them. It needs brass small gears. Now that I might actually have to make, because I do believe I got rid of all my brass small gears. Oh no, I didn't. I didn't think I had a use for them. So I thought I turned them all into item pipes. Tin cables. I had some, but I think I used them all. Let's make some new ones. Stream froze? I'd say it didn't freeze for me. On my side, everything still looks good.
Yeah, just refresh the YouTube page. YouTube does that every so often.
Yeah. So there's the tin cables. And there's the rubber to coat them. Alright, so go. And we'll put these on here. Yeah, I think it was YouTube's issue because I lost just about everybody that was watching. What is this problem? Oh, it goes this way. Alright, so a regular progress sensor emits depending on progress. Is that what you're wanting tested? So that's what I'm making. Let's go try it. Let's get some red alloy so we can see if it's outputting a redstone signal. Here we go. And let's also grab my light over here. Actually, no, Greg. I'm watching YouTube and OBS on my other monitor right now, and they both show green. I have no low output on either of them. I haven't even dropped a frame yet. Putting out 3000 on OBS, YouTube shows green, and no drop frames, so I can see nothing on my side, and the replay that shows on YouTube didn't freeze for me either. It's played straight through the whole time. Okay, Greg just said not the cover. He's wanting me to try the other one. Yeah, cover definitely will not work. So Greg wants me to try the sensor, which is this one. Alright. So I'll try that one next. Well, I can put this progress sensor on my electrolyzer, or on my smelter, so it's not a problem. But you definitely cannot put a cover on the bumble area. I should have made this one first. It's cheaper. It doesn't take aluminum. Alright. So I will throw this one on here. I actually got to figure out a different place to put it because I don't want the wire on the front, but we'll deal with that later. Alright, so for the progress sensor, we're going to need 2 comparators and another brass gear. Do I have a comparator in here? I have one. Alright, just drop these random cables and shit I got on me out. I got the double tin alloy. I got the fine red alloy wire. One comparator. There's the small brass gear. So I just need a piece of glass and one more comparator. Didn't I see a redstone torch in one of these? Sure. There we go. Comparator takes 3 torches and a quartz. So 2 redstone for making torches. And quartz of some kind. There's another quartz, that'll work. Grab 2 sticks. Make my torches. And now I need stone, which I don't believe I actually have any made up. I don't think andesite will work for comparators. It'd be nice if it did, but I don't believe it will. Oh, hey, look, it will. Alright. So we'll just use andesite. Since I already have some of that. Alright, so 3 of those, and quartz. Go. And I'll put this in here. There's the progress sensor. And I probably ought to grab a couple bees. I got rocky bees. So come here. You and you. You're gonna need cobblestone and not in the light. So
Are you using a forestry or the bumbleberry from Greg?
Greg's. That's the one I'm supposed to be testing.
Yeah, but aren't rocky bees from Benny's?
No, these are stone bees.
Ah.
These are stoned bees. They've been,
that's good.
Yeah, they've been partaking a bit. So they're a little stoned. I just hope, since their flour is stone, that they don't actually create stone.
I wouldn't put it past Greg.
Gonna have to dig out the frickin' bumbleberry every couple days. He's gonna be all covered in stone. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him either. What the hell do you harvest a bumbleberry with?
A scoop.
An axe will work. Haha. You actually pick up the bumbleberry with a scoop?
I was thinking of the hive.
Okay, I was say it's an axe. Bees are a bit stoned. Yeah, well, you know. They partaked a bit. Guess there's nothing wrong in the bee world with partaking a bit of the duvage. Or at least these guys don't believe so. Let's see. Yeah, a stone has to be close by. Yeah, I know a stone has to be close by, but is it going to do the flowering thing like the regular bees do and make stone nearby? Alright, so Junior, you're going to get a visitor. This bee better not sting Junior. Alright, so we now have bumblebees.
If he's within about 4 blocks of it, it will.
And no, progress sensor I don't think is going to work. Because the bees are in there, because I don't believe they need sunlight, right? Because they're stone bees, they're found underground.
They shouldn't.
And progress sensor says 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm waiting to see her turn into a queen. Because right now she's still a princess. You gotta love the tag he put on him. Dude, I'm so big. Just a little stoned. Oh, now they don't make stone. That's the flower they need by them only. Okay. Good. I was hoping I wouldn't have to dig out my bumbleberry. Is this bitch ever going to turn into a queen?
Well, it could turn into a queen. It could just turn around and die as well.
Yeah, well, it ain't doing either at the moment. Bitch, do something. Even if it's wrong, I don't give a shit. Remember that bumblebees need to be left of... Oh, stop looking at them. They can't do their duty if you're staring at them. Okay, I forgot. They're shy. Alright, I'm going upstairs. I'll give them their privacy. Do I need to turn out the lights down there for them, too? Is Junior gonna distract them by hanging every now and then? Damn shy-ass bees. Alright. So sulfuric acid, that's the next thing I wanted to work on. And apparently I made enough power to get that hematite done. Alright, so we're gonna let that run a little bit. I'm not gonna automate this like I typically do at first here. Let's see. Look up sulfuric acid if I can find a frickin' U key on my... Sounds like he just took a little damage. Shit. I think she just turned over and he's taking damage from the bee. Junior, we might have to move you. Yep, Junior's taking damage. Damn it. Junior, get away from the bumblebees. Get back here. No, leave them alone. Damn it, Junior. You broke your fucking lead. Y'all see why I call Junior this donkey Junior? Because he's just like Junior. Stubborn as all get out. Won't listen to nothing. Stay your ass back there. Stay away from the bumblebees. And now I'm getting shit thrown at me from the other Junior. So yeah, she is a queen. She's doing her duty. And progress sensor still says 000. So I do not believe that the progress sensor currently works. Whether Greg's going to change that or not, no idea. But it currently does not look like it's going to.
Hey, if you can get me a suit, I guess we don't need a progress sensor. Although it would be a very nice quality of life thing.
I agree. That would be a nice quality of life thing. You also notice I put the cluster mill up here so I could run it off of this motor. Because I needed it yesterday. But it has to move for what we're doing today. Alright, so, sulfuric acid. We're going to get to this today, damn it. Sulfuric acid. We're not doing this one because we already have that one done. We've already done that one. And here's the way you can make carbon as of tomorrow. Since you can't do it in ash, you can do this recipe, which I don't want to do because I don't like sugarcane farms. And nitric acid, I need to do this one soon. But what we're going to work on today is this. I have a lot of Lite sitting around that I need to get ran through, which is going to give me gray vitriol, which is going to give me manganese. Now, my other option for Lite, because I really don't need all the manganese, is I can either, shit, I gotta go look at the right thing here. Let's, hold on, back up a step. Let's look at the sulfuric acid. The other shit I'm gonna be doing with it is I can run tin through it, which will give me white, which is zinc, which is actually a pretty good option, but I'm using my tin to get fluoride, so I'm not going to be doing that one. Tin to light, I don't have any right now. Chromite we can get iron out of, which is the green. Pyrope we can get pink, which is manganese, or magnesium, which we need a lot of that for titanium processing later on, so I'm probably going to do that one. Platinum ore I would not do because that gives you cyan, which is nickel. And give me 1 second. Oh, I'm going to beat the hell out of Junior. He's sitting over here beating on his damn space bar like a freaking madman. Breaking my concentration. Sheldonite nickel I won't run through sulfuric acid because they give cyan, which gives nickel. They have a better place to go, which is aquaresia. But what we're planning on running is all of this stuff. Mainly I want to get this pyrite ran. Pyrite is a good one to run through sulfuric acid because it'll give you green vitriol, which is iron. And so this can all be done at 84 EU a tick. So this is another way I can get purified iron without having to do the iron thing in the crucible, which I hate doing extensively. And then the pyrite that I get out of it will end up being shredded down to dust, and then that dust will be roasted, and I'll get iron that way too. So this will keep me from having to mess with getting iron that way. I also have andradite in here. That can also be washed in sulfuric acid to get green vitriol. So my main one right now is going to be green vitriol that I'll be working with. But I have some manganese tungstate. This is actually not over here for sulfuric acid. This is over here for hydrochloric acid because I get gray vitriol if I do it this way with sulfuric acid. If I do it with hydrochloric acid, I get magnesium chloride or manganese chloride. So that will give me manganese and chlorine back out of it. Wait a minute, is that named wrong? This ain't that? Oh, it is manganese chloride. Holy shit. I thought it was magnesium chloride you got out of it, and it's manganese chloride. Okay. So, it's not as useful as I thought it was. Huh. It's not the manganese I want. So I might rethink that. I guess I really need to learn how to frickin' read something once in a while. I want to do the bauxite in sulfuric acid, but that's an HV recipe. So I'm not going to be doing that. Hematite as well is going to get ran through for green. So that's going to be the main one that I'm going to run through here. And when I do this, I'm going to get hydrogen, I do believe. Yeah, I'm going to get hydrogen as a byproduct off of it. I've got a hydrogen tank down there, so I will just need to make a filter that'll filter the green vitriol and the hydrogen into separate pipes. The green vitriol will end up going into a drum and then into the electrolyzer, and then the hydrogen will go downstairs to the hydrogen tank, and when it gets full, I'll just burn it off and make a little power out of the hydrogen I get. And we are still not getting any power over here yet. Alright, so let's go get a bath. I made some of them up quite a while ago. There we go. And so now where do I want to put this? The sulfuric acid is downstairs. The hydrogen tank for storage is down here. So I think I might just for now put it down here. Because I have my sulfuric acid here. And then the hydrogen will go, I think it's this one. Let's see. No, that's sulfuric dioxide. There's hydrogen. Alright, so we got sulfuric acid coming out here. Hydrogen will go over there. So let's just break in the wall back here. And let's set it up back here. Alright, so fluid in is going to go to the top or the left. We're only going to have one fluid going in. So if I set it this way, put it, well, that'll work too. Put it that direction to where I'll be looking at the back, which, Greg, why don't you have the front texture on the back of the bath? I never actually looked at it and noticed it wasn't there. I should be able to pipe it right into there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pipes. So let's go get that done. Let's see, stainless steel. And we'll make small pipes for this. Put that in there. And apparently I already pulled out the dark ash. It was in there. Which, that's another question. Greg, is dark ash going to be done away with as well, or is it just regular ash that you can't electrolyze? Or centrifuge? Are we still going to be able to do dark ash or not?
Well, we still have to be able to use dark ash because there's no other early game method.
Yeah, we're still going to have to use it for iron processing. Which is why I'm wondering if we're still going to get carbon out of it when we electrolyze it.
You should.
Dark ash is gone too.
Well, that's the early game carbon source. You should still be able to electrolyze that for carbon.
So how are we going to do, is dark ash still going to work for iron processing though? Because the only reason it works is for iron processing is its carbon content. You can use it for iron still. Okay, so For iron, you're going to use dark ash. For steel, you're going to use graphite. And when you need carbon, you're going to have to get that from either coal, charcoal, sugar cane, things like that. Okay, gotcha. I actually have no issue with this. I can see where other people are going to have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with it because when you burn the carbon up in the charcoal or the wood, there's not going to be much carbon left in it. There would be a minute amount left, I guess. But there's not going to be much. So getting a full carbon out of a ash didn't really make a lot of sense. And he also fixed the back texture of the bath. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Greg. I got 39 more pipes. I can go do some more piping here in a bit. I'm going to make 2 more once I get these stainless out of here. Oh, hey, I probably ought to go put my light back. Why don't you go put the light back? Alright, one more of them to run through. Could have been 1 to 10 ratio, but let's see how the new change will work. Yeah, I was thinking he could have changed it to where you got like a tiny pile of carbon out of the ash, or even a couple 127 or 172nd dusts out of it, but like I said, it's not something I disagree with. I can see where there's going to be plenty of people that might be unhappy about it. There's one reason why I am unhappy about it, but that's a completely me issue, and that is that I just got done making a damn centrifuge on GT6 Lite for this exact purpose, was getting my carbon. And now I have a centrifuge that I really didn't need this early in processing on GT6 Lite, because I really don't use a centrifuge that much anymore for ore processing. There's some I use it for, but not very many. And so, but that's a completely me issue, not a Greg Tech issue. Alright, so there, and there. But Greg likes to do that to me. He likes to go, oh, Bear's doing it this way. Why hasn't Bear done this way a few times? Let's change it up. And let's not change it before he does it, though. Let's wait till he does it, and then we're going to change it. But I enjoy it because it keeps me on my toes. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, yeah. Pyrite. Give me this stuff. And the one issue with this is it has to do 9 at a time. So when you put these in here, if you're trying to automate it, you got to make sure to use a hopper that is set to 9, so it'll only put 9 of them in there at a time. Otherwise, you're going to get screwed up, and you're going to have one just sitting there that won't do shit. And depending on what you're running through here, you could end up with, all 6 slots filled, especially with the green, because there's a lot of things that make green vitriol. Because you can bathe, like I said, there's 31 recipes here for making green. So you got chromite you could run through. We aren't going to count those two or that one. Wolframite you can run through. Magnetite, I typically do mercury for this one to get the gold out of it rather than the iron. That's another you could run through there if you wanted to. Chromium, there isn't an ore for that. Adamantium, there isn't an ore for that. Steel ore, there isn't an ore for that either. Let's see. I think regular iron is in here somewhere. Ilmenite, you can do that one. Andradite, like we already talked. There's the regular iron, which doesn't technically exist in GregTech. Pyrite. Shadow doesn't exist anymore in more than one way. Ilmenite dust you can actually run through here as well. So you can run your purified ilmenite, then you can run the dust itself to get rutile. That'll put out water though instead of hydrogen. So yeah, there's a lot of different things you can run through this one. And this is annoying as shit. The fact that you have one left in the stack, it'll go on to the next stack and use them out of there. But they will still stack to 64 when you automate putting them in here. But I do believe, I got a chest on me? No. Alright, so you're going to get a piece of cobblestone for the moment so you're not dumping shit on the ground. I do believe if I automate putting these in here, it's going to put the stacks in there. I should have some more pyrite. Here we go. Elevator. Got so much stuff cluttered around that I can't even find the damn thing anymore. Yeah, I know I'm full of shit, Greg. Been that way for life. Don't expect to change now. Alright, so the fluid's supposed to go in the top, the items are supposed to go in the left. Is there another alternative for putting them in? Items in, okay, they can go in the top, it just won't do it automatically. Alright, so if I dump this stuff in here, see it's gonna fill up just that one slot. So, okay, that's good then. So you don't have to worry about it filling a bunch of slots up. It's only going to fill one slot per type. So if you're automating it, putting it in here by 9, you won't have to worry about that one excess. Alright, so we got 42 green vitriol and 14 hydrogen done. We've got some refined pyrite and some tiny refined pyrite, which I still wish we could roast as the refined ore. But we didn't end up having to shred the refines. But so far, that's still the way this works. And I'm guessing since it hasn't changed yet, it's not going to change. So, what is in you? You would be fluorine. Alright, so you can keep your content. What are you? You would be CO2 gas. You're gonna stay that way. Where's my other? There we go. My other drum. You are empty. So you're going to be the first one we put in here. And that will be good old pyrite. Do I have a filter left? Get on there for a minute. I want to get that whole drum filled at the moment. Let's see if I have a fluid filter left. I have an item filter. I do not have a fluid filter. So, probably not going to be setting up the filter today. Well, do I have any aluminum in here? Aha! Aluminum. We have some. Forgot I ran some the other day. Alright, so you get in there and make with the aluminum plates. I need a chest. Are you really done already? Alright, fine. Get out there. Alright, so you are gonna go here. And all but one of the screws. Is it there? Yeah. Alright, you guys go right there. And give me 2, thank you. Alright. And let's see. Put this in here, and if I have any more zinc foil laying around. It does not look so. So let's go make some. 2 for right now. No, we're not making. Although I do need to do that, but I don't know if that'll work. There you go. Will this work? Hey, it will. Okay. Actually, there's one other thing I wanted to try. Don't think I have any made right now, though. I want to see if I can make a concrete plate. Because you'll notice over here, I have these 2 spots right here that have stone and marble plates on them. And I want to see if I can make a light gray concrete plate to put over them instead. So let's take this one piece I have here, and let's see if we can make a concrete plate. Excuse me, that. No, we cannot make concrete plates. Okay. So that means if I want them to somewhat match my floor, I'm going to have to go with diorite probably, or marble. Those will be close to the same color. So that's the marble. So I guess I can try that. Let's get this one out of here. Put this one in there. Alright, how are we doing on power over here? We have none. We apparently have ran out of fluid in that one. We have a little bit of petrol. So I'm gonna go fill my box up with sticks and let it run some more. Not like we got a shortage of sticks. My tree farm, I got tons of them. Alright, so you go up there. You go up there. I need to get this automated from the tree farm instead of having to bring them down in storage crates. because putting them on that hopper to put them into that barrel gets quite dangerous, because I have to let them shut off, because if I don't, it'll burn up my crates. And I don't want to burn up my damn crates. It looks like I can fit about 6 of these in here at a time. But that's good enough for now. Let's run again. Let's see, what do we got up here anyways? We got a little bit of petrol, but not very much. We got propane, but I don't have a thing set up for propane, I don't believe. These are butane. Yeah, these are butane. And there isn't any of that up there. I might run the propane into the same pipe, since Greg fixed the pipes to where they won't leave any residue in the burning box anymore. I might run them both into the same one. Let's go down and check on this stuff. Oh, I need to get the filters made first. Hold on. Alright, so zinc plates. Put these in the cluster mill. And wrench. Turn it that direction. This is my way of cheating the automatic switch. The automatic switch works for the mixer up here on the top. So when I turn it like that, it'll turn on. But then when I turn it back up, the automatic switch will tell it to turn off. Now that is not going to stay that way very long because, well, I didn't even go into the cluster mill. But it works right now. Alright, so there we go. There is 2 fluid filters, and I'm going to need stainless steel pipe for this. And I'm going to make a nanupole, because, well, quadruple costs more. And so I need a small plate for that. There we go. I'll light that bad boy up. Let that make the stainless steel. I only have to do the stainless steel because of the fact that it's the vitriol is an acid. Yes, I'm a cheater, Greg. For that purpose, I am a cheater. I am, see. Not a whole lot of things I cheat on, but that's one I definitely will. And do. Come on, get in my pipes. One more. Come on. You can do it. Which I'm actually going to have to move this cluster mill now because I need to put my drum on top so I can come back over here. For now. When I get some more aluminum done, then I will make another transformer and set it up properly. Alright, So now I need to make a nano pipe for this, which I can do in here. Alright. So let's go get this switched over. Or, well, switched over, hooked up, you know, all that kind of stuff. Let's take this out, and we'll put the chest in. We'll throw that back in there for now. And open that to the upward. And now if we check it, it's going to have green vitriol and hydrogen. Let's get this wall moved back just a bit. Because that torch is really annoying. Stupid hitbox on that damn torch. And I'm going to need a way of getting out over here. Alright, so we have 2 fluid filters. We want one of them going to the hydrogen, which we will run right under here. And we'll just have it go into the tank right there. Oh wait a minute, this ain't hydrogen, this is stainless, or, oh that is hydrogen, okay. So we're going to run it over there, which it can be any pipe. So we're going to go down here. We're going to put this filter here, which will only let the hydrogen out there. Once I get a tank for the hydrogen. So give me this. And seeing how I already have hydrogen set up here, where exactly are you going? You're going over... Oh, that's for the hydrochloric acid. Okay. I was trying to figure out where in the hell I was outputting hydrogen to. Alright, so we'll do this. And break it back off. Close it up. That'll put my hydrogen in it. So now I can bring it down here, click it on there. And now when I do that, filters for hydrogen. And I can put it here. Make sure it's set to auto fill. And there we go. Later, Greg. Hi, Ray. And let's see here. Fill this back in. And the green vitriol is just going to go to a tank. So we'll put it on this side for right now. This one right here. Throw it on there. So then the only thing that should come out of there is the green vitriol. Let's go get the pipes for the hydrogen. Which we can just use tiny bronze for it because it puts out like 1 liter each operation. So not a big deal on that. So why did you go like that? Get your ass in there like you're supposed to be. Make me use my wrench. See how you are. Connect that up there. And I will definitely know if this filter doesn't act proper because if any green vitriol goes through this pipe, it will dissolve it. Alright. So we should now have hydrogen in that pipe coming out of here, which it is. Alright, so we got that all taken care of. Now, as soon as I'm sure there's enough power, I can start running my green vitriol. We'll which I'm not real worried about the power right now because there's plenty in there. And so this is going to give me iron and sulfur. The sulfur I really don't have a whole lot of use for. Probably end up using it for torches. I have plenty of sulfides, so there's very little chance I'm ever going to need to actually turn it into sulfuric acid. But I will keep some around just in case for that purpose. Let's go work on putting these pipes in. Get some more piping done. And I need to remember to do my other pipe today. I want to make a restriction pipe. I forgot that yesterday. Alright, so not worried about the top ones right now. And I'm not going to run one across here because that would be a waste. Because you can't automate anything with the inserter. So I'm just going to keep coming right across like this. And then for this one, I will actually connect like this and this. That way it's got two paths to get there. And we'll just keep coming across. And I might actually be able to get most of the regular periodic table done today. I need to go get some more silver. I got a galena vein down there that I can process and get me some more silver. Alright, so now it's going to be either over 1 and down or over 2. But I need to go to this area next, so we're just going to go here. And then we'll go down to here. And then we'll come over here. And we'll go up from there. So we'll just do this. And that'll start filling in all of the mineral dusts that are over here. And then I will just keep doing this straight over like that. And might actually get this done sometime this century. I've been making a lot of electrum for this. Because it takes 3 electrum for each one of these pipes. And actually, believe it or not, gold is not my issue. I got plenty of gold. It's actually the silver that's my problem at the moment. Which is kind of funny because there's a silver ore, but there isn't really in the world gen I'm using. Because I'm still in the old world gen. There's not a gold ore. Pretty much got to get it from magnetite. There. I still got a little bit I got to get done here. But I'll have a lot of it taken care of. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were going to miss. So I got to use my scaffold each way. Yeah, look at you. I got to be a pain. Get on there like you're supposed to be. Right, to the top. That one. This one. This one. And this is going to save me so much time. Because I spend a lot of time when I'm not streaming just standing here emptying that damn box over there. this will also save me on some barrels, because I've got like 4 barrels over there that I use for big jobs and things that I do very commonly, like stantonite and kestrite and hematite. All have their own box over there. So now I'll be able to send them over here, and I'll have extra barrels. Alright, so we ended at the yellow sapphire. Let's go ahead and put this last one up here on the very top. Let's go see here. So I have all the way over to this row done. So Galena, Chalcopyrite, Sphalerite, Ilmenite, all of these things are done. Stantonite is in there. Kestrite isn't. It's over here. And then I have all of the actual periodic table done. The main part of it. I don't have this end done over here. So I have a little bit more of that to do. And then I got the top ones to do, and I've got all of that branch over there to do of minerals, but I'm getting there. Alright, so are we still running over here? Yes, we are. Okay. Just want to make sure that I still had plenty of power, because I'm definitely not making enough power. With the sticks, I'm only getting a little bit under 32, and this uses 128. So I'm definitely going to run out of power at some point. It's just a matter of, is it going to get what's in that drum done before it does or not? And I can easily turn it off just by grabbing this out of here. It won't start the next process. So when I get low on power and want it to stop, I can just do that, and it won't start up again. And I'm actually going to do that and let it build up a little bit more. Let's go down and check on the, yeah, we've got a lot of vitriol sitting there waiting. And how are we doing on oxygen? Oxygen is this tank. Alright, so we've got 147,000 liters. So that means I can run my roaster again for a little bit. That's actually about all I have for today. I don't have anything else planned to do, and I just have some processing and stuff. I was hoping we were going to have an update day today, but it looks like that's going to be tomorrow, so no GT6 fight tomorrow. We'll be doing this instead, or update instead, unless everybody will be available after the update. We might do both tomorrow. So we might have something else in a little bit. See if Junior has anything he wants to do before he goes to work. Otherwise, have a good one, and I will see you guys later.